Organizing for me is building power, both in a personal way for the people that you're interacting with, and also as collective solidarity for communities and for the campaigns or the issues or whatever we're fighting for. And I think it's extending this level of solidarity, right? Like humbling yourself to meet people with wherever they're at. Because a lot of the times that insurgent campaigns like Justice Democrats are a part of, the very people that we're talking to, like, yes, some of them have voted, but a vast majority of them don't believe in politics. They don't believe that our system of government works for them. And so I think that organizing, at least for me, is extending that level of solidarity and building community with people that you don't know. Currently, our political system is set up to where billionaires and outside special interests can spend an unlimited amount of money pushing an agenda that might not be in the best interest of people, that might be spreading misinformation. And you can see that in our political elections. And one of the things to counteract the unbalanced sort of way that people versus the ultra-wealthy have in American democracy is organically through organizing and people-to-people connections. In my experience, organizing has been not only building political power, but building exponential growth to be able to get to a level that can surpass the millions of dollars being spent against you in this sort of organic way. And that's where I feel like organizing is. It's not just relying on paid staff, right, at a campaign to run programs that talk to voters, which is typically how campaigns are done. You rely on incredible volunteers and super volunteers in communities that step up to do big things because you're inspiring them by big ideas. And so it creates this positive feedback loop that has that exponential growth that comes with big organizing, that allows you to take on much more entrenched interest than you would otherwise if it was just you on an individual level knocking doors. What we have to do is constantly remind ourselves that working people deserve just as much as billionaires and millionaires and the ultra wealthy to be represented in government, even when we may not articulate it the same exact way or have the same level of education or have the depth of understanding, because this work is really tough. But at the end of the day, I truly believe that all of the sacrifices that we're making, Justice Democrats and every other movement that's come before us, is that they're all so much smaller compared to what we're trying to accomplish. And that at the end of the day, win or lose, if we are going to capture truly the hearts and minds of all of the 330 million people that make up this country, not just half, that this is the way that we have to do it. We have to be authentically ourselves and lean into our integrity when we are outgunned in this fight. It's got to be organic, and it has to be by investing in the people that everybody doesn't invest in. I think it's really easy to lose sight of what we're ultimately trying to achieve, which is at the end of the day, not about Justice Democrats' brand or who is more progressive or not. It's about capturing the hearts and minds of America. It is educating to a certain extent, yes, whether you're doing it for civic issues or not, but I think it's more about empowering people to believe in themselves and to believe that something is possible. And that's why I think, that work, that face-to-face interaction, that, call to call, text to text is absolutely critical if we want to be able to, actually, I think, transcend political affiliation a little bit and start getting people actually engaged in the process to begin with.